how can you secure your financial future coming out of residency? In other words, how much money can you make coming out of residency? Well, it's a loaded question, of course, and it depends. Don't forget, when you finish training, you're still pretty green and you still need a lot of experience. However, one thing not to forget is that you are still a physician, you still get to bill for your services, and you need to make sure you get the fair deal. Well, what can you do? One thing to do is to interview at more than one place. You need to see really what's out there. The second thing to do, if you're flexible in where you want to practice, meaning that if you're not tied to any particular area, you need to look at more than one area. I mean, certain parts of the country do offer more as far as compensation based on local economies. The next thing to do is to carefully study your contract and don't be afraid to ask for certain things that might seem negligible to you. For instance, if you're willing to work a lot and if you want to learn a lot, why not ask for extra shifts? You can ask for extra weekend shifts, night shifts, or even coveted holidays. You may volunteer to work on Christmas. And if you do that, don't be afraid to ask for extra reimbursement for those shifts. Another thing to do would be to ensure that if you are going to be working for a large organization, just to make sure that there is equal pay for equal work, meaning that across specialties, you're getting paid the same rate, be that per RVU or per patient or per hour, whatever the compensation scheme is. Because if it's equal work for equal pay, even if you're coming out as a newer physician, you will be guaranteed a little bit higher level of compensation. So in summary, to ensure greater compensation, be sure to check out these important things: geographical location, interviewing at more than one place, and ensuring that you get equal pay for equal work at your new institution. And like with everything else you do in life, this is not something that's going to come out overnight. You have to work hard for everything. You have to work hard for your first contract, and sometimes, yes, you have to prove yourself. Of course, none of this is going to be easy. You have to work a lot, you have to work hard, but if you do so, and if you do your research and due diligence, you're guaranteed to improve your chances over your peer who doesn't do any of that. Reimbursement Rx presents an event for all tri-state area resident fellows, established physicians, nurse practitioners, and physician assistants. The Financial Blueprint Seminar for Medical Professionals. It's unfortunate, but the vast majority of newly graduated medical residents and fellows do not understand the business of medicine. And worse still, most established doctors do not either. We are here to teach what residency does not, and what hospital systems and medical groups do not want you to know. June 16 through 17 at the Crown Plaza in Englewood, New Jersey. Register now online at reimbursementrx.org/seminars. There are limited seats available, so register today.